The world is an amazing place. There is so much to do and so much to see, and I want you all to do it with me. So fix your crown and let's go on an adventure.
Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yay! So today we have guests, and yeah, we are going to be telling you guys how to survive university. Matric results came out today. When we're filming this, not when I post this. So but it's not only for those ones, also for the people that have been in varsity or you just like watching my face. So subscribe, like and comment, and yeah, let's introduce ourselves. Let's start with
my name is Nomvuyo. I am studying at UJ Food Technology. Completed my final year last year.
yay!
So my name is Benita. I'm studying accounting and I'm studying at Moravian College in America.
Ooh, fancy! Yay!
First of all, I have to do it like this.
Oh my.
Huh?
Okay.
My name. My name. Don't make hair. I'll make space from space. Dr. Champion and go cook the sort of race. And I went to Wits. I studied undergrad there in economic sciences and corporate governance, and now I'm doing board exams. Yeah.
Hectic.
Hi guys, my name is Senze Gahle, you might know me as Senze for short. I studied my undergrad at Wits, that was education, and then I did educational management and leadership in UNISA.
Hi guys, my name is Makhadzi and I studied accounting at Wits, and now I'm doing law at GCT. And before
Hectic.
Yeah.
before I forget, they have channels. So you've seen her on my channel before, and she also has her channel, Benita Danielle. I'm gonna link it down below. Go subscribe there. He has 2 channels, the Altu Zulu Goku.
Hey guys, this is a row of black excellence.
Yes.
Recognize. Recognize. Educated black people.
Yes.
Power.
So we have categories, and we're just gonna like speak on it, and yeah. So let's start off with student budgets.
Dollar, that's what I need.
I know that's fun.
Woo!
So yeah, guys, it's a lot.
No, it's not a lot. That's the problem.
Actually,
A
Yeah.
little bit you have to make
Bars,
it.
bro.
Oh wow.
Bars.
The number one thing that I spend money on is food.
Yeah.
That's where my money goes.
Yeah.
And you'll tell yourself, no, it's just 15 rand today, 20 rand tomorrow, and whatever. But let me tell you, those things add up. Hey?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yep.
Buy noodles, buy groceries, cook for yourself.
So next up is balancing.
Work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard.
Let me tell you the truth. There's no such thing. You will never. You will never. Also enjoy yourself too, because you only experience it once. Well, some people experience it longer than others. But
Twice.
Right.
Twice.
yeah,
But at the same time, you can't be in the libraries 24/7, 7 days a week. You're gonna go crazy. Yeah, you are definitely gonna go crazy.
You ever see those people who are never in class?
never.
Never study.
Never.
There they are with their straight A's.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Needless, Baba, golden key.
No, they have tutors at home, guys. Don't play yourself like that. That's another thing I realized at Fitz. Yeah, so you're gonna start hanging around with these kids. You're gonna get kids from all different backgrounds. And then, let me tell you, stay away from the rich kids. Because what happens is they make you play.
Don't stay away from yourself. How are you going to avoid yourself? Are you happy with yourself? We're in a mansion.
I'm gonna mind that and just say, because now you're gonna be playing around with them because they're not going to class and right now. And when they go home, they have tutors, they have extra notes, they could pay to get extra notes, they could pay for those study drugs and all those things, and then next thing you're failing and your friends are graduating. That thing is painful to watch.
With what you're saying of know yourself, people are different. You can copy exactly what someone is doing. They'll get an A, you'll get an F. You know, if you're not going to study the whole time, know very well that you are able to stay up all night.
Okay, this one is a serious one. Mental health.
I feel like I'm out of my mind. I feel like my life ain't mine. Who can relate?
We hear people get depressed, people commit suicide. This alone, people are always dying around, especially around second semester, because they're like, yo, it's tough. So please, just communicate with your loved ones, communicate with everyone. If you're not okay, speak on it. There should be centers at any varsity for like mental health that deal with mental health. Please visit those people, and yeah.
Ooh, but then let's be honest about those centers.
Yeah.
How helpful are
They are trash. Like one, they're always
Yeah.
fully booked, especially during exam time.
Yeah.
You need help now, you go see a counselor, and then they tell you that the booking is in 3 weeks.
Another thing with them, I remember every time I went, they'd like, I don't know if they wanted money or whatever, but it was just like, if you want another session, then you're gonna have to pay some sort of fee. Which
And
doesn't make
not
sense.
everyone can afford that.
Yeah.
And another problem is, especially in the black community in particular, is mental health is a taboo. Mental health is not real, and we're still trying to overcome that mentality of saying that no, get over it, be strong, you're being dramatic, and understanding that mental health is a real thing. Centers don't help you. Find someone somewhere who you can speak to, even if it's your friend, even if it's, you know, cousins or family. And also, don't let the rejection make you crawl into a hole and never seek help again. You know, being rejected when you're seeking help is not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of the other person. And if you can't find help in one area, honestly, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's also understandable the fact that black parents usually only want a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, an accountant. Everything else is not recognized. So now you force yourself into those situations, and then you do a degree that you don't like, guys. You feel it the first day you walk into class that this is not for me. That's how I felt about accounting. I walked in, I'm like, I can't. But already it's too late. I had to pull through, and I was miserable all those years. And now look at me, I'm glowing. I glow, guys, because I'm doing something I like. Okay, social life. Anything you wanna add? No.
First year is the best time of your life.
Lies. It can also be the worst, because that adjustment from being like cuddled by your parents, they doing everything for you, to having to be by yourself, guys, that adjustment is a lot.
I think social life is like it's different. Like when you're in res, first year is really nice, like socially, because you are with people the whole time that are going through the same thing as you. But I
think I had the worst time ever because I was depressed my whole first year, honestly. Because like you said, I had to adjust to living home and whatever, to suddenly being in university. But not only being in university, but being in a foreign country too.
Now, let's talk about
Okay.
Let's talk about the clubs before. Guys, go to the clubs. Go to the clubs, especially if
To the what?
Clubs.
Oh.
Go to the clubs, you know what I'm saying?
The clubs or the clips?
Clubs.
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 Okay.
Go experiment as much as you want in the clubs.
Yeah.
Go to farmers market.
Yeah, go to farmers market. Don't go to the clubs, because at the clubs there's sex trafficking, there's drugs, there are people that are trying to sell you, rape you. Don't say I don't want you.
Yeah.
You see, it's
Don't
deeper
go to
game.
the clubs. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Drink. Trust me. Just
Honestly,
Drink from the
your best
fountain
life.
of knowledge.
Whoa!
also comes from
Lawyer,
like
accountant.
people who join like CSOs, like clubs and societies.
Oh yeah.
sports teams.
Oh, that actually, yeah.
But the nice thing about varsity though is there's so many different kinds of people there. There are people you will find who are like you, you know, or somewhat like you, or you know what I mean. So live your best life, honestly, and go to the clubs, have the clubs, have fun, but also remember where you are. There's this thing where like girls especially will go out and they don't know how they're gonna get home. End of the night, now they're calling people's brothers and uncles. Can you come fetch me? Can you come? This and listen. We're in South Africa and we know what's going on. This leads to rape. Being in a strange man's car or someone's brother's car.
And the thing is, when you say things like that, people attack you and say, no, you're victim shaming. No, guys, we're saying the reality. You sometimes have to prevent yourself from being in situations where people are going to take advantage of you.
Precisely.
So
know how you're going to get home. And also, guys, like, have money. Why do you guys not have money to go home?
So now the problem is that we see social media and we see these people living their best lives at university.
Everybody's
guys,
rich.
university is not that fun. Let me tell you.
It's
The
like
things that you
in
see on
movies
social media.
and
It's not like the movies at all.
It's not. It is not.
It's Instagram, bro.
Yeah.
I blame Instagram. It's not even the movies. It's Instagram. Be like, hey, people are out here, there, Nelson Mandela Square, those with a big mouth, like, hey, having a good time. That time when they come back to us, hey, that drags, that every day they're there in pajamas or stuff, and you're like, but on Instagram,
well, they don't even have their own groceries.
Guys, your faves rolling around in Gucci and LV don't have food at home.
Yeah, true.
Like that's the Instagram is not real life, and everybody seems rich, and you're trying to seem rich with everybody. Don't go broke trying to look rich. Next thing you're looking for blessings and whatever to sustain you.
And if you have friends that don't understand when you say, yo, I can't go out because I can't afford it right now, those are not your friends.
Yeah.
They're not. Like, leave them. Bye. So this one, Benita came up with it. 6.
You can have tons of sex with different kinds of people,
Yeah.
men and women alike, with gender neutral, gender non-conforming people, all sorts of people, but don't get lost in the wave. Have you guys had a situation in your schools where there was suddenly chlamydia going around or stuff? No?
No.
Oh,
Just-
But I remember hearing.
Why does it look like The Walking Dead in
What
here?
is going on? Chlamydia, everyone's got it. 1 for a fiver, 3 for 2.
I remember hearing that Vits and UJ, I don't know if you heard this at UJ, that's where the highest rates of, I don't know if it's HIV or whatever, STDs in general, that's where.
Not sure.
No, guys.
Condomize the fit.
For real, man.
You don't want
Say-
you don't want a kid while you're still studying, dog.
For real.
I'm just out here sitting like thinking, hey, sex before marriage is a sin. Don't do it.
But well, anyway, I've committed to not having sex and stuff, right? But people put so much pressure and
Yeah.
judgment on me because of that. And people think that virgins are stupid. They think you don't know anything about sex, you don't know anything about biology and stuff like that. So even if you've decided not to have sex, man, stick by your guns. If you're doing it for yourself, it's fine.
And respect people's decisions not to want to dabble in those things. Like also consent. If you're gonna have
Consent
sex,
is very-
consent.
Oh.
Yes.
Consent, guys.
Yes.
A yes, not silence, not a yes. Yes, I want to, I am willing.
No means no as well.
Precisely.
There's some people got finished there on social media, not me.
Absolutely.
Like no, not even like, accused.
Speaking of such, yo, stay away from conference. Stay away from conference. See, the people that are supposed to be protecting you are the ones that are gonna take advantage of you.
Sure.
Because even on that list on Twitter, most of them were your SRC members, your Housecom members, your student politic leaders. Yeah.
I was involved in student politics, and the one thing that I remember like noticing throughout all the years is that the guys would always go for freshers beginning of the year and throughout the year, but the one thing that was always lacking is that where are the women? Because wherever there's men in that age group or leading whatever, there were always women as well, but the women were never protecting those younger girls.
Yeah, they enabled
never they were basically enablers.
Men are still saying let's go to freshers. I'm like, for what? Freshers like a first year thing. Like, what are we doing at freshers? So it's a really predator type behavior. You want to go for first years because you know they don't know much, they're not that experienced, so they won't see that you're trying to do ABC. For me, it's the weirdest thing. I see it all the time. I call brothers out, and then sometimes it's the end of friendships. Just another thing. If you start now in your 20s, it's going to be a thing of you're going to be a time in your 40s in the club looking at young girls. It doesn't really end.
Brom started getting weird when you found 30-year-olds there scouring you. There was a point where Brom was very innocent. I think it was like first year, beginning of second year. Brom was very nice. And then I think Fees Must Fall hit. And then Brom started getting very weird. Where you have 30-year-olds like walking around, going to your favorite spots, they there. And it's just like, why are you here? Dog? Like,
we got some R. Kellys up in here, you know, like, no.
And they even send cars to these races. There's one race that's very promiscuous for its adverts. I won't say it because
I must say Junction.
No, Jubilee. Yeah.
Junction.
But actually, now thinking about it, both of them,
Junction
and Jubilee. It's just like Jubilee is more like you can see it happening, and Jubilee is first years that live there, so it's like you like no guys. But then Junction, guys. Junction.
Bless us, dog. Yo, bless us Central, Baba. Dog, Junction, dog. You
I would
see
order my
fences cars.
food and then go stand, like, because you have to fetch it outside, stand by the corner. Guys, the cars that come to pick these people up. And you can see that, hey, that is not...
Ballin', bro.
Ish.
Guys, it's a race for rich people. So I always thought, oh no, it's like their uncles.
No,
or their
it's
When did your uncle
not.
visit you at Vez?
And why is your uncle coming at 10 o'clock at
10 o'clock at
night?
night.
Okay, I never saw
And
that.
why you are very miniskirt now when your
But
uncle is coming to
And they won't wait outside. Your uncle will definitely come in that race and be like, "Hey, I'm fetching you from inside." They'll never wait outside.
They won't stand at the
They
corner.
will never wait outside. Your parents, anyone will never wait outside a race.
And there's a way you dress when you're with your family.
You'll never wear Gucci with your uncle.
Yes, you will.
Yes, you
Gucci.
will.
If you own Gucci, you'll wear Gucci.
The Gucci that no one's seen at that race. No one's ever seen you wear Gucci. Now it's your pops. And, oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So
To each his or her own.
drugs.
So what, we get drunk. So what, we smoke weed.
Okay, study drugs. I feel like they're at every university. The prescription ones, but nobody actually has a prescription. Like your Ritalins, your Adderalls, whatever.
Yeah.
Guys, those things don't help you. They just mess up with your mind. And people are like, no, it helps me. I stay up all night. Yeah, you stay up all night, but it's like, are you actually learning anything? It just drains you, and then you get to exam, you're drained, you forget everything, you black out. Speaking from experience, but I had a prescription. I had a prescription for Ritalin. I never touched it ever since because, yeah, no, don't do it.
And I think you get hooked to like a lot of stuff, not just powerful drugs. I mean, alcohol can also be a drug, can be something that you end up being dependent on because it's like it's too much stress and let me just drink. Every opportunity you get to drink, you start drinking. Every opportunity to smoke, you start smoking.
It is a problem if you can't go a day without drinking something. It's an issue. And the thing is, in university, it's so normalized that you don't realize that, yo, I'm an alcoholic. I need help.
Fear dependency, fear addiction. If you are having stress or whatever and you are running to a particular thing, you have a problem.
I see people dependent on other people as well, where now the university stress is happening, is a lot to a point where you end up moving into your boyfriend's restroom. Listen, don't do it, guys.
Please don't.
Because, and also, university, you are too broke to be dating.
No, but that's so true. In varsity, finding yourself taking care of someone else's daughter or son, your money must go to you buying them groceries. You're spending like.
I've seen people get finessed. I've seen people get finessed out of groceries.
And the next thing does your mother know that you are a housewife? Does she know that you are cooking and cleaning for other people's children? And the next thing, when he leaves you or when he graduates, I see it with first years. They like the 3rd years upwards, you treat them like that and they're doing their laundries and whatever. And then when he graduates or when he leaves you, now you're there, you lost. You're repeating a year and you just you don't know what to do with yourselves. You don't even have time to make friends because you were always being this guy's wife. And that time he had his friends. He would go out. When are you there? A good wife. You are sitting. Guys, no. For freshers advice.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby.
I remember I received this piece of advice the first day we got there, and I've never forgotten it. And you actually said it earlier on. They said never forget where you come from. Like things may happen, you may go through things, but never forget where you come from, because that's what keeps you grounded. That's what keeps you like. When you find yourself in certain situations, how should you act? Should you even be in that situation? Like, where do you come from? What were you taught? Values, things like that.
You make friends during all week. That's my first. Make like friends that are in your degree first. Those should be the first friends you make at varsity. People that are doing the same degree as you. If they come from your old high school, that's even better, because then you guys have someone that you already have a bond, or you know them from somewhere, and just enjoy yourself during all week. Like I think that's the only time you will be less stressed during your whole time in varsity.
Yeah, but the friend thing is also be careful. Draw a fine line. Don't be too close to people in your lecture room, because you also want it to be a space where you're sitting, you're focusing, there's no drama, there's nothing. Friendship groups, I saw a lot of squads with fights and then the drama is coming into the lecture room. No, you want to sit down, you want to be able to focus.
And find yourself outside of who high school taught you that you were, who your parents told you should be, who your friends are trying to be, and you should fit in. Know yourself, find yourself, and to that itself be true.
That's good advice.
I think going in, like, firstly, because varsity are like your most critical years, because the person you'll be in varsity is the person you're going to be for the rest of your life. Like, I never used to believe in vision boards, but like going in, know what you want, so that if you achieve it, you can even like have confidence in yourself, like, oh my goodness, I achieved this, I achieved that. Because the thing is, it will keep you going. So the biggest thing is influence. Like, I think for me, my mom taught me, it's one thing I learned from my mom, is the people you surround yourself with will be who you are. So like, also with my friends, like I remember Makhadzi, I was like, yo, this girl's such a top achiever. I love how she like stood up for herself, and I was like, you know what, I want to like, and then slowly you start embodying like certain characteristics that you pick up from friends. Before you know it, you're like this person that you never thought. So I think it's like also being there for people, like being supportive, because sometimes it's so easy to go there and it's like me all the way. But I think it's also just to look around you and yeah, man, enjoy it. Don't take yourself too serious.
It's not
Simple.
It's not worth it. You think you're gonna make a change? You really
you can't. You can't. And also these I actually got dragged last year because they started these protests for women's what was happening again?
Gender-based violence.
Yeah, gender-based violence thing after the Uyinene thing. And they kept on wanting to like prolong because there was that week where universities did shut down, but they wanted to prolong the like the movement in a sense of let's go protest, let's shut down lectures, whatever. And I said in the groups, like, first years, don't fall into this trap, because we saw it didn't work during Business 4. A lot of us repeated during Business 4. We got into this mindset. Universities don't care about you. You are protesting. It still goes on. You are still going to write those final exams. You are still going to be expected to know the work, even if you didn't make it to lectures. So don't fall into that hype of like, comrades making a change. Yeah, you can make a change, but know as like you came here for a degree, get that degree, you can make a bigger change once you've had that degree, a meaningful change.
But even when the school shut down, don't stop studying. Just
Yeah.
because it's shut down doesn't mean life you're paused. Everything is paused. There's no, they won't extend your exam dates by a day because the school shut down for one day. They will never.
Yeah, and also don't defer exams. It's a trap.
Yo, bro.
It's a trap.
Semester tests, exams, don't defer anything.
It's a trap.
Because he's not gonna do it even when you defer. Let's be honest. He's not gonna do it. Let's do it the first time. Get it over and done with. Right?
And then race life versus staying at home. What would you choose?
Sure. Yeah, stay. I think both. Okay, no. I'll choose race. You just have to have a backbone, that's all. But I think staying at race helped me to find myself, because I feel like I was so drowned in like home, get to eat food from home, it's comfortable, but I think you really don't grow. And also being away, you learn so much about yourself, because eventually you won't have your parents. So if you can learn to live without them, well, not completely, but I think it's better. I don't know.
Yeah. I think you're right. Home definitely holds you back, depending on the parents you have. My parents would never let me go anywhere, so I would literally be going to school and back and everything. I think home limits you.
I think it's best to go to a varsity that's close enough to home, that when you are hungry you can just go home, because that's what I did. Like when I was at Vets, I would just come here, eat. Every weekend I'm bringing my laundry back home. I didn't really feel the effects of race until I actually moved away like far. And yeah, guys, I'm struggling. It's hard. Send food. Uber Eats.
Send food.
Guys, please. What makes sense is that you don't have money when you're at school, but somehow that's when you gain weight. I don't guess I've gained so much weight. I've gained.
Nah, because you're eating hunger for breakfast, bro. Eating hunger for breakfast.
Hunger is a heavy meal, man.
I beginning I understood, because I was starting to eat at dining hall, which is a trap. Don't ever do it.
It's also what we eat, because I noticed like at dining hall I'd always choose, like they always give us options. I'd always go for like the unhealthy.
He was like, stay away from the yard. I agree with that.
The yard,
stay away from the yard. Stay away from the yard. Those
Junction,
DJ sides.
Brom as a whole, not anyone that lives in Brom, stay away from those people. UJ, they say they're from UJ, they live near UJ, they live in those reses there, but those those funny flat things that used to be houses, but now are student accommodation. Stay away from those people there.
Girl, at this point, listen, just get up and fight him. Let me hold you. Just get up and fight one time. Let me hold your earrings.
No, but also stay away from all male races. Stay away from men's race. Stay away from no kendo. Stay away. Okay, EOH
stay
is not
away
that
from
bad.
men that are working.
Stay away from EOH.
Stay away from men that are working, because they will play. Girl.
Now we're getting a little bit serious. Dealing with failure.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days.
How to deal with
It's fine, we all
failure.
fail. Don't even take it like to the chest. Just take your L. You know what I'm saying? Charge it to the game and continue. But I understand some people
easier
why.
said than done. Hey?
Not that's what I'm about to get into. It's a thing of your parents paid money. One, let's say you don't come from a privileged home and you can't just fail. Like you need to pass or else you're not going further. It's not for people that are of a specific age group. That's for everyone that has passed matric from 18 until you're old, like 60s, whatever.
Mothers, fathers.
Yeah, I've seen people that have come back like when they're like in their 50s still fail, and you think those people know something, they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't beat yourself up about it too much.
If you got into a good varsity, obviously from high school your marks were like top, like you were the top 10% in the country.
Yeah.
But then when you get there, you used to get in your 80s and whatever. This was a shock for me. And then I get to varsity, and all of a sudden it's like
humble.
Whee! And now all of a sudden I need to learn how to study because I've never had to study in high school. But I'm getting 80s, and then I come here and I'm just like, okay, what do I do now? I have to sit in a library. I can't focus. My focus is it's okay. It happens. Like only 20% I know at Vets passes record time, so you're not alone.
Wow.
Like 80% are not record time, so you're fine. You're not alone. I think mostly the thing that eats us is that what will people think?
Yeah.
That time you are caring about your aunt whose child didn't even make it to varsity.
Yeah.
So what she thinks
Never
is
compare
irrelevant.
yourself,
Don't.
Never compare yourself.
And there are not as many people looking at you as you think they are. So yeah.
But then you get those people that every time they see you, when are you graduating? When are you graduating?
Nah, but people that are not paying my things have no right asking me anything.
Around this age where you have different people doing different things, there's a lot of pressure to, by now you should be married, by now you should have a job, by now you should have this much money, other people your age are doing this and that, and instead other people are married with jobs and whatever, and you're doing your 3rd year for the 5th time. But the point I'm trying to make is the only schedule you need to follow is yours and no one else's. Even, so you may do the same thing as someone, I said it before, and their success comes sooner, but yours will come. But when your time comes, guys, nobody will stop you and nobody will take it away from you. So.
And also, guys, you also should realize that people only share the good parts about their lives. So what you see on social media, where people tell you about that, oh, I have a fantastic job and whatever, and then you're still in school and you're just like, why am I not there? You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. I feel like God gives us the same level of stresses and the same level of success, to the point where if it looks good on the outside, there's probably something wrong there that you just don't know about. And then
not everything that glitters is gold.
Yep, stay in your lane. And then life after varsity.
Hard. Expensive. No cash.
It's a big leap. Like no one prepares you for some of the things you have to deal with. Like no one tells you that when you move in, you don't just need that first month's rent. You need that deposit as well, security deposit, all these other things.
Yeah.
And just being like, that's when you're really independent, because your parents will help you now and then in varsity, but when you have a job, it's just like, well, now do everything yourself. And yes, you like, especially people who know accounting or whatever, you know how to handle money, but when it's your own, it's very different.
You're dealing with fictional figures, now you're dealing with real figures, dog. It's not good. You can't just add a zero there on your thing, in your real account. You can't. It's just a major adjustment. You're on your own. There's not really like, I feel like throughout your life you've been jumping, like trying to balance on a trapeze, but there's like a net. But now afterwards there's no net. Like if you fall, you're gonna hurt yourself.
If you die, you die, basically.
If you can hurt yourself. So don't try and, like, more than ever, don't try and act like you got money when you don't.
I know a lot of you guys right now are like seeing that some universities didn't get you, like you didn't get accepted into some universities that you wanted to, because everybody wants to go to Wits or UJ or Stellenbosch or UCT. But the reality is they don't have space for everyone. Guys, I've seen people that went to Boston Media House, that went to Rosebank College, Damelin,
Pearson.
yeah, all this, and they are way more successful than the people that actually went to varsity. So it's okay. Like, you don't need to go into a fancy university. And then other people strain themselves by rewriting their matric, and it's like you keep failing. Just go to a college. It's okay. Like, you can still become as successful.
Or trade school.
Yeah, so yeah, don't get that pressure of I need to go into the top. Also, South Africa has 25 universities, but people only know those 5, like UP and whatever. Like, guys, there's a lot. People don't speak about University of Western Cape, University of Limpopo, University of Venda, there's University of Zululand. There's a lot. Go explore. And if you don't get into the ones that you wanted, it's fine. Did we even speak about academics, guys?
Nah, don't figure
Oh, we
that
should study.
out. Don't figure that out.
Study, guys.
Nah,
Yeah, know yourself, know what works best for you.
We had a whole video and didn't even speak about it.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to be doctors here. What am I gonna tell you about medicine, though?
Make notes if you need to. Go to the
What am I gonna
library.
tell you about medicine, though? What am I gonna tell you about accounting is
Record
doctor.
in lectures.
In accounting is
Listen
stuff
later.
Okay, my thing is with academics, okay, we did speak about time management. Know your lectures on a not personal level where it's creepy, but know them because these are the people that are going to give you recommendations. These are the people that are going to tell you what's in the exam, things that other kids don't know. And yeah, just have a relationship with your lectures. You can't just be another face in the
Pass
classroom.
by whatever means possible.
And the 50% is still a pass.
No, season D's get degrees, but don't let them tell you anything else, man.
Gang.
When you apply for the job, they don't care what your percentage is. No, that's what the whole interview is for.
Yeah.
Oh wait, dude, I forgot. Also, I know this is annoying, but there's like gonna be these random WhatsApp groups like to help you.
yeah.
Please do stay because
Please pay attention to those people.
Exams, you're gonna need them.
They'll fill up your gallery, but then notes.
Yeah.
Them notes will get you your degree.
Because the worst part, you want to be that person who wants to save data, and guess what? Everyone passes, and you're that one person that failed
don't be that
because you don't want to
person.
be on
A
the
degree is
So
a group
please,
effort, guys.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a group
Don't be
effort.
shy, you'll fail. Honestly speaking. No, like honestly. No, if you're too quiet, it depends what you. Maybe if it,
But also, the whole shy thing, how to get over it, because I'm also very, very shy. So what I do is I scan the room, I see who else is sitting alone, and then I go and see that person. And then next thing you have a whole squad of loners, and then you're all friends. So that's how I realized is that varsity doesn't really test that much how smart you are. It's about how you manage your time.
yeah.
Because you look at the work that you've been struggling with, and then you're like, if I actually just sat down for like a week with this, I could have actually gotten an A. But I waited till the last minute, and I was like dribbling me like right before the exam.
I want to say that your academic achievement does not define you. The achievement or the lack thereof. You know, if you're not an A student, it doesn't mean that as a person you're not destined to succeed or you're not good enough. I think high school made me feel that my worth was based on my marks, and therefore I had no worth because damn.
And also, I think for me, what helped me academically and sometimes socially is having a mentor who studied the same thing, maybe comes from where you come from, but is a bit older. Sometimes those people are able to guide you, sometimes they aren't, but maybe for whilst you're just trying to settle in, that made a very big difference too.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. If you have any more questions, ask us down below in the comment box, and subscribe. Also subscribe to Benita's channel and Lale and Senzi's channel. And yeah, guys, thank you, and hopefully you have a good experience in varsity, and hopefully you learned something, and we were just sitting here and rambling and going on and on and on. Okay, bye.
Peace and love, guys.